Hello, depending on where in the world you're watching today, we're in various stages of transitioning as the world reopens. So let's talk about the process of change to transition and how we think through it. Let's begin with a couple of exercises. Grab a pen and replicate or use your finger on the screen. But your task is to connect all 9 dots using 4 straight lines without lifting your pen or finger. Pause and take as much time as you'd like. In order to complete the task and connect all 9 dots using 4 straight lines, you had to think outside the box. A little cliche, but that is the solution. You needed to go outside the box in order to accomplish the task. Next, remember these? You probably did many as a child. While using your finger on the screen, your task is to go from gate A to gate B as quickly as possible without crossing any gates along the way. I suggest you pause the video, maybe even time yourself, and go. How long did it take? 45 seconds? 30 seconds? How about 2? The methodology to the solution is essentially the same as the 9-dot exercise. But did you get trapped inside the box or did you go outside? How you approach these simple exercises was influenced by how you thought about past experiences that you deemed similar. First, you perceived. You saw the task and read or listened to the instructions. Next, almost instantaneously, you began searching the vast experiences stored in your subconscious mind for comparisons, associations of the present task as it related to tasks you had seen and done before. You used the memories of past experiences to help with the present situation. Based on those associations, you then evaluated your options. That evaluation was heavily influenced by past outcomes and by the feelings connected to those outcomes. Positive or negative, good or bad, right or wrong, happy or sad. Based on your evaluation, you decided, do you try or not try? Are you good at this or are you not good at this? Are you eager and excited to take on the task or apathetic and indifferent? Because of the influence of past experiences, decision-making in the present is often based on the past rather than what is possible now and for your future. When it comes to change and transition, it is important to reflect as to how your past experiences with both can influence the decisions you make today and in the near future. How is it that you think about change and transition? Are they the same? Is one easier than the other? How long does each take? Do you have positive or negative experiences with each? And how might those experiences influence your decision making moving forward? In this time of unprecedented circumstances from the coronavirus pandemic, we have experienced a lot of change and transition. Here are some observations from decades of work with individuals and organizations, large and small, with regards to both change and transition. Change normally happens first. It's fast. It's most often externally driven and can happen with or without permission. With permission tends to have positive responses to change. Without transition typically tends to have negative responses. Transition happens after change, is much slower than change. It needs to be internally driven. And with permission typically results in acceptance. Without permission often leads to resistance. As countries, provinces, states, and local municipalities begin to reopen, we're transitioning at all levels. What we can do, where we can go, how we need to behave, etc. Some will impact us greatly, others not as much. If many present and future decisions are based heavily or influenced by past experiences, then it is very important to be deliberate and intentional on which past experiences have the most influence. You have had many changes and transitions throughout your lifetime. List all the major changes in your life which resulted in a transition. Primary to middle school to high school to higher education, education to a job, one job to another, possibly relocation as a kid, as an adult, maybe even a few times. How about the 9 months of knowing you're going to be a parent to actually bringing the baby home? Look at your list and identify the ones you would call successful transitions, the ones that were a positive experience and changed your life for the better. Next to those, list all of the things that you did and the emotions that you felt and the ultimate outcome it brought you as you transition from the old to the new. Those are the experiences we want to influence the transitions ahead of you now. You did not choose the changes in your life resulting from COVID-19, but you do get to choose how you intend to transition because of those changes. In order to help yourself and those that you care about most, deliberately reflect on successful transitions from your past and rely on those experiences to influence your decision making as you transition you and your family to the new normals ahead of you, today and in the weeks and months to come. By intentionally associating successful and positive past transitions with those you are facing today, you contaminate present decision making with positive emotions and outcomes from the successful transitions of your past. We use our memories of past experiences to help predict and guide our future decisions. So don't leave that process to chance. Be well and stay healthy.